two of you meet?
You want to go?
I was the new department chair, and we were interviewing for a new choral director. And Julie interviewed for the job and got the job.
I was the first one, right?
Yeah, she was the first person interviewed.
Early morning on the first day of interviews. I was tired.
And so we started working together, and just sort of evolved.
I don't remember meeting him. I was too nervous about the interview, honestly. Sorry.
But you impressed, clearly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, our music staff, we all have our offices right there, and we're all pretty close, and so you just kind of start hanging around doing stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But I remember our first date, I asked her to go to the Philharmonic concert because I thought if it worked out, then it would be a date. But if it didn't work out, it's just two people that work together going to a concert. We do that stuff all the time.
Yeah, so I didn't know when we went. I didn't know, am I going to date, or is this guy just showing me what the Fresno Phil is about?
I like to keep the mystery.
And I was staying at my mom's, so she was making a big deal about it. Oh, you're going to. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And then we actually found out. We went for dinner at the Daily Planet. Yeah. Back when the Daily Planet was there, and he got out of the car and he asked me if this name meant anything to me, and it was a really dear friend of mine from high school that he met in college as music majors and stuff, and they were really super good friends. So on two different, life planes. Yeah, and he ended up being our best man at our wedding. So,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was, you know what I mean? It was how awkward things can be on a first date or whatever. We were immediately just kind of going, and so it was kind of cool. I think as we've gone along, 17 years later, we're kind of merging our likes, but I don't think you knew a whole lot about choral music, right?
My background is in jazz and hers is in choral music, and so there's some overlap, but really not that much. So I think a lot of it was, I think we each expanded each other's listening and perspectives.
Yeah, because I didn't really know. I mean, I had done like jazz things with my high school choirs before I moved here, but I didn't know all the nuances of how his band plays or how our vocal jazz singers that we now team teach, does. And so we went on a trip one time, and so we agreed to do compilation CDs of our favorite music, and we put them in a CD changer. So it always changed, and I was like, hey, what's this piece? What's that? Oh,
Yeah.
and
I think one thing that's kind of cool is that in music, and I know it's this way in theater too, that there's a lot of extra rehearsals and a lot of extra stuff that you do, and so we know couples where one person is involved with that kind of stuff and the other one isn't. So if Julie ever says, I would love to go to a movie Thursday night, but I have a rehearsal that's going to go late, I never get mad. I just go, yeah, I totally get that, because that was my Tuesday.
yeah.
So there's a certain understanding of the
schedule and all that stuff.
schedule.
It's crazy. And then I think being in the same area it is, because, I understand all the extra hours of practice or rehearsal or whatever when he says, we've got to get together this weekend, because we're always on. It's not, we don't teach Monday through Friday. We teach Sunday to Sunday, Sunday to Saturday. And, there's performances at night, there's rehearsals over there, and there's sectionals and all kinds of stuff. And if you, we kind of get that about each other. And so, we try to support one another, which is totally cool.